Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Honolulu. My name is Patrick. Channel's Reverse Ops. Hope everyone's having a good day. Still a little dark here, as the last couple days. But you know, it'll get lighter as the day goes by, don't worry. We're not one of those shows where it gets darker as the show goes by. We're one of those shows where it gets lighter as the day goes by. I'd like to say thank you and aloha to Jonathan McD, who has spent 19 months at the 330 level. Thank you very much, Jonathan. I swear, Jonathan doesn't sleep. I think all my UK viewers just don't sleep. Bev doesn't sleep. I don't think Jonathan sleeps. I swear I saw him on Kevin's stream yesterday. Kevin from AVL. And I swear I saw him on Walt's stream, which would have been like 2 in the morning for you, Jonathan. What were you doing up at 2 in the morning watching planes going in and out of Love Field? But thank you very much for your dedication. I appreciate it. Good morning, Alan, Josh. Thought I saw Brandon in here, but I don't see him now. Let's keep scrolling. Well, we'll say hi to him anyway. $3 a.m. Hello, Ann, Keith. Morning, Kelvin. Asuna, good to see you. H. Dot. Looks like all the cool kids are here this morning. So I don't usually stream on Fridays, so I have no idea how much activity we're going to get today, because it's an unknown. You look at the... I don't know. For me, anyway, I look at the timetable, the departures and arrivals list, and I think, oh, that's a lot of action. Wow, that'll be okay. And then you get out to the airport, and you're like, you get 5 in a row, and then you got to wait forever. So we'll see what's going on today. No chance of rain today, they said. My AccuWeather said 0 chance of rain today. Hello, Air Godzilla. Legalized Shemp is here. El Toro, Fritz. Good to see you all. It's not as cold as it was yesterday morning. It's a little chilly. When I woke up, it was 66 degrees. It's supposed to be 68 by 7 o'clock, which is almost now. And then... tops out in our show probably about 72 degrees. Oh, okay. Good to know, Hawaiian. See, I usually can't... It's not that I don't like to stream on Friday. It's just that Tuesdays and Thursdays are better with my day job. So that's why I picked those. And they just happen to be okay days. Tuesdays and Thursdays are good. I try to stay away from Mondays, because I don't like Mondays. Got a few of you over on the 360 cam watching the really nice sunrise we got going. But the reason we're out here on a Friday should be obvious to almost everyone, is we are in the middle of Sentry Aloha 26-1. 26-1 is the fiscal year and the number of the exercise. So there's actually 2 Sentry Alohas usually every year. I think last year it was in April. I'd have to go back and look. But we'll see how that goes. That's future Patrick's problem. We're dealing with present Patrick's problem. So Wednesday and Thursday we got right around 20 fighters go out about 8:15. So that's what we're hoping happens today. Alan, it's a Boomtown Rats song. It's nothing in particular. Pardon me. Legalized Shemp, I've never seen them do it. I can't swear, though. The exercise has been going on for over 20 years, I think. So I can't say they've never done it. But in the last few years that I've been paying attention, so probably the last 4 years, maybe 5 years, I've been watching Sentry Alohas closely. I have not seen it. Usually it's early morning, mid-afternoon for about 8 days. So they'll do 3 days this week. They'll probably do 4 days next week, and then maybe they'll do 1 or 2 days leading up to the 24th. Or sorry, the 28th. Because the 28th is a Wednesday, and I believe that's. I have to go back and double check. I haven't. I don't keep good notes. I keep moderate notes of what they did the last couple of years, just so I know. We'll have to see how good Getaway Day is. Yeah, Mr. Crocsman. We had was it all white with blue and red on the tail? That came in yesterday during our show. Oh, interestingly enough, yesterday afternoon, if you guys follow along on the H&L Ops the live stream, it goes 24 hours a day. You might have seen the second E3 show up yesterday afternoon. So the Alaska E3 showed up yesterday. So hopefully we'll get that out today. With gray, oh, interesting. Now that's a second one because we had a white one show up yesterday. Huh, I didn't know. I can't see up there. When I drive in at 6, I get here about right at 6 in the morning. And this time of year, when I look over that direction, I can't see anything. So, they could have the Concorde over there, and I wouldn't see it. Of course, the Concorde is kind of small. I might not see that anyway. So we're actually going to get a plane out here. Well, unless it goes on the other runway, that's entirely possible. There's a 321 heading this way from American. That's heading off to LA with the extra X. Well, Walt is a member of the code share crew, so I think we're all three of us have to sound alike. We got to work on Luke, get him to be a little more bassy. Thank you, Mark. Let's see what else is on the old beauty cam here. We have a couple of different things programmed. Let's see what's over here. Oh yeah, this is looking up at this is looking straight up Lagoon Drive towards the mountains, or as they say here, the Mauka direction. So if you're here in Hawaii, nobody gives, well, some people do, I guess. Nobody gives directions north, south, east, or west, because they just don't. They never have. So it took me a little while to get used to it, but they always say Mauka Makai. That means towards the water or towards the mountain. Makai is towards the water. Mauka is towards the mountain, which can be quite confusing sometimes, because depending on what side of the island you're on, that could mean different things. They also say things like head EVA bound. So if you're in Honolulu, if you're in downtown, you say EVA bound, that's heading west. If you say Diamond Head bound, that's heading east. Unless you're on the other side of those things, then it's the opposite direction. So you just got to know where you are and know where you're heading. I know a guy who got a ticket on H2 going what would be southbound, and the cop wrote EVA bound on the ticket, and he tried to fight it, and the judge said no, you were still speeding. It doesn't matter what direction you're going. The most confusing I've ever had is the job I had before. We did installs for all kinds of companies, and we did an install for computers at a church. And the instructions said we're going to hang a small rack on the wall and put some servers in it. And the instructions from the guy who wanted it done said to hang the rack on the EVA wall, which the EVA wall would be usually, from where that church was, it would be the east facing, or the eastern wall, which is easy enough to figure out if the room had windows. The room had no windows. And to get to that room, you had to walk through 2 windowless hallways that made 90-degree turns. So I was all lost. I had no idea which one was the EVA wall. So we just had to break down and tell them, draw an X on the wall you want the rack on. Luckily, we were there for a site survey when I was confused. It wasn't the day we were supposed to be doing the install. So we told them, fine, we're fine on hanging the rack on any wall. Just draw an X on the wall you want the rack on. Well, Brandon, you don't think you're going to need a compass doing a computer install. It's not in my bag of things. So yesterday we did a tanker count. We'll do a tanker count again this morning. We have 1 tanker, and we have 2 tankers. Yeah, exactly, Hawaiian Sea. Some people are very good at understanding what that is. I have not developed that skill. When they say the kind or any kind, they ask them what soda do you want. Oh, any kind. And I always bring back the wrong one. I never can read minds. All right, so as luck would have it, the American is going off the other runway, so we're gonna flip this camera around here, and we're gonna see if we can catch it. Where are we at here? There we go. See if we can catch it over going the other way. There it is. My arm didn't bend like that. My arm does not bend like that. We'll wait for it to get a little farther over this way. There it is. Yeah, exactly, Levi Shim. Actually, I was not prepared. We have a new toy we're going to try to play with. We did it a little bit on the stream a couple of days ago, but we're going to try. We have a new toy to play with. Let's see. Let's get it ready so the next time that happens, we're going to... All right. All right. We'll try that next time a plane leaves on the other runway. Yeah, whatevers. What kind do you like? Oh. Give me some of those green bottles. I have an X account. Somebody mentioned X account. I'm assuming you're talking about Twitter. I have an X account that I logged into once, and I followed. The only people I followed like 3 people, and one of them was Crumble Cookie, and all I got was political stuff. So I never logged back in again. But some reason, I think it was Tuesday. No, it was Wednesday. I started getting tons of notifications that people were following me on X. Like 30 notifications. Turns out somebody tagged my video from Wednesday, and people started following me even though I have nothing on the account. I don't think so, Hawaiian Sea, but honestly, I don't know. It should be, I think it's Reverse Ops 808 on X. I think somebody already had Reverse Ops. That was a PC-12 coming in from Lanai. Next one coming in the other side is coming in from Lanai, or sorry, Lehue, I apologize. It is a 717. Thanks, Brandon. The first Honu is running a couple minutes early, but it's still about 20 minutes out. It's the sea green one today. It'll be here at 7:37. The second one is running close to on time. It'll be here at 9, a little before 9 when it's scheduled to be here. So we'll see both of those arrivals in the show today. We have our first tanker lit up on the Hickam ramp to KC-135. Fire, fire on the mountain. Dave, KZ, we don't have anything scheduled like that. I've spent some time there as well and seen that, but because we're also a commercial airfield, we don't have anything scheduled like a quick climb Friday, unfortunately. Most of the time, when the 22s go out on normal operations, not during Sentry Aloha, they will make a request for an unrestricted climb, which here, the local colloquialism for a quick climb or a unrestricted climb is a hang 10. So sometimes on the ATC, you'll hear on request, and then they'll say, when they clear them for departure, they'll say, either the altitude that they're restricted to on departure, or they'll say hang 10 approved, which is the unrestricted climb. So we don't have a day that they're specifically set to do it, but usually they request, and if the traffic above them will let them do it, the ATC will approve it. All right, so we have another plane lit up on the. This is a C-17 Manu 1-2. That's a local C-17. Those are both. El Toro. The story I heard of how Diamond Head got its name is when the ships first started coming here from England and Spain and Portugal and all them in the 1800s, the early 1800s. The sailors thought there was literal diamonds on the mountain, because in the sunshine it would sparkle, and it turns out it wasn't diamonds, it was some form of mineral that was causing the shine. But I've lived here 20 years. I've never seen that mountain shine. It's just dirt. So I don't know if everybody picked them all up or what it was. That's the story I heard. But the thing you learn about living in Hawaii is there's about 6 versions for everything. So I might have only heard that one. Alright, so our first departure off the reef runway, I think it's the first departure, will be Aloha Air Cargo. It is coming down the reef runway right now, so we're going to go away from the sunset and go to our sunrise and go to a plane. It's kind of what we're here for, I think. So as soon as it pops around the corner, I will flip over there. Oh, there it is right there. right, the next one going out on the other runway is a 717 heading off to Kailua Kona. So what we're going to do is we are going to try our little see if it works. Of course, I changed screens and now I can't see if it's moving. How about that? Look at that. Not the most zoomed in picture, I'll tell you that, but better than nothing. All right. Oh, let's go back to the sunset, the sunrise. Oh, there's about to be another one going off that runway. We could try it again. All right. Got to figure out a way to see the screen for the tracking and the screen for the plane at the same time. Okay, we got to go back to position 1, and then we got to wait for the plane. So the reason I can't shoot this angle with my main camera is because it's literally facing right behind me. So I'm trying this PTZ camera to see if we can have a little fun with it. So just waiting. There it is. Thanks, Chrissy. I'll try not to let that go to my head. Yeah, the camera I bought to give you these beauty, I call them beauty shots, because they're just, I used to just be, when I was down here, all I could give you was basically this shot between planes, this one here. That's basically the only shot I really could give you between planes, and it got kind of boring, so I got another camera that I stick way over my head, to where I can get it up above the fence line to give you shots like this, so we can at least have something to look at while we're waiting on a plane, because as you all know, Honolulu, what we have a lot of variety, but we also don't have the busiest of schedule like an LAX or a Heathrow, so sometimes we gotta wait a minute or two. But it's okay. We'll just do a little bit of tap dancing. Our turtle buddy is getting very close. The first ANA A380 of the day is getting very close. It's about maybe 7 or 8 miles off the coast. That means it'll be here in about 2 minutes. Well, not here in 2 minutes, where we can get a good shot of it. So we will do this. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here. If you don't know who I am or where you are, I can hopefully answer both of those questions for you. My name is Patrick. The channel is Reverse Ops, and I have an itch on my forehead. Sorry about that. The channel is Reverse Ops. We're an aviation live stream and rant channel. Hey, Corey.
Hey.
Long time no see.
I heard something like it didn't start or something.
Huh?
I heard Nova and then it didn't start, but I don't know if that's an A3.
Oh, I hope so. Cool. We are an aviation live stream and rant channel based out of Honolulu, Hawaii. That was our good friend Corey. You might know him from the chat. We are based at Daniel K. Inouye International Airport, which is right over here. It is 3 or 4 miles west of downtown Honolulu, which is right over there, on the south shore of the beautiful island of Oahu. Man, I'm out of it. It's Friday, guys. I can't, my brain is all scattered. I'm not usually here, so we'll just skip all the things. If you want me to redo that, come back on Tuesday, because I just apparently don't have it today. Ooh, there's a cruise ship out there. See, I'm getting distracted by cruise ships. But if you're here and you're still here, it means you're probably having a good time, even with the slowness. So please hit that like button. It really helps out. We can get some more people in here before the fighter jets go, which hopefully will be about 8:15, 8:30. We have a Honu before that, and we have a Honu after that, so it should be a good day. So hang out with us. Check out this. This is reverseops.com/findme. And everything just went black. Oh, there it goes. Reverseops.com/findme. That'll take you to all my social medias, all the ways to help out the channel. And there is something moving on the... What is that? There's something moving down there. Is that a P3? A P8. There might be a P8. Hold on, guys. There might be a P8 popping around this corner here. Thank you, Jonathan. Jonathan has gifted 1 Reverse Ops membership. Looks like our friend Fritz has received that. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, no. Where's Corey? Where's Corey? That is not a P8. That's not a P8. Well, thank you very much, Jonathan. This is an E3 Sentry. This is from Oklahoma. I'm going to have to make a decision here because we have the turtle coming in, but I'm going to stay on this. All right. That was awesome.
I did mention that I heard the Ethan.
Yeah.
Stuff.
That was the Oklahoma one.
Yeah, we're waiting for the Alaska.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll go today. Got in last night.
Yeah, I got him last night.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's pretty early for this guy to be out.
Well, he's got to get out there before all the fighters. Thanks, Chimp. So that's the, I think that's the fourth one I've seen here in person. They don't come here very often. I caught one. One landed right before a stream one day. And then I saw another one as I was driving. And then about 8 months ago, 10 months ago, we caught one leave in a stream. So that's the second one we've caught in a stream. So I don't know if I properly thanked Jonathan for his gifted membership. Thank you very much. And H. Dot followed you up with another one. Thank you both. Thank you both for all your support over the last couple of years. And our good friend Larry Brown has been with us for 13 months at the 717 level. Thank you very much. It has been quite a week. This has been a special one. But thank you very much for being a year plus member. 13 months. Thank you very much. And it's not over yet. We still have a whole week to go, plus a couple days. The exercise runs through the 28th, so I'm going to try to do at least 3 shows next week, depending on work schedule. We might do 4. I looked back at my previous notes for Sentry Alohas in the past, and I don't have any notes of them flying on Saturdays. So I'll have to, I'm not sure if we'll be out here tomorrow. I need a break. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to go back and look at my previous live streams during Sentry Aloha and confirm that. But I do not have any notes of them flying on ooh, it's a G. G Money. The E3 G Money. We do have a UPS Queen coming right up behind. You might be able to hear it. In fact, I can see the shark tail. There it is. Everybody hum the theme to Jaws in your head, 'cause I can't play it. Oh, yeah, it is still there. I'll flip over and get that in a second. Rainbow, hello. All right. Well, this guy taxis. We're gonna take a peek over at the. Take a peek over at the cruise ship coming in. And then we'll pick that 747 back up in a second. So I'm not a cruise ship expert by any stretch of the imagination. I've never been on a cruise, but I do think that's a Carnival cruise line. I only say that because I watch Mighty Ships, and I think I think Carnivals have that kind of whale tail looking smokestack. Oh, look at that, Ian. I was right. I love being right sometimes. So we have this queen coming out, and we have another queen coming in. The UPS 32 is coming in. So to take the space of this one that just is leaving. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to the queen. Let me frame the shot here real quick. There we go. Back to the queen. Charles, we're hoping about 8:30, but we already had some excitement. We had an E3 go out a bit ago. Rewind a little bit. I didn't have a timestamp on that one, but we had an E3 go out. There it is. Oh, cool, Charles. Oh, well, just a second. Let me answer that in just a second. So, the one, where'd you go? I lost your chat. Oh, there it is. The one Battlefront asked about my logo. It is not a F-117. It is. I really liked the original BOAC Speedbird. In fact, I made a special pilgrimage to Hatton Cross Station, which I know is not that far from Heathrow. I made a special pilgrimage there to get off of the tracks to see the mosaic BOAC Speedbirds. Just missed it. Where were you? So they have the BOAC Speedbirds in mosaic on the platform level of the tube station there at Hatton Cross. I made a special pilgrimage to that. But I really love that logo. And when I was trying to come up with a logo for mine, I took inspiration from that. I took inspiration from the Austrian Airlines, which is kind of a BOAC Speedbird. And if you look into it, tons of people ripped off that Speedbird logo. Tons of them. And so I wanted mine to be like that, but not a complete dead ripoff. So I took elements of the original one. I took elements of the modern Austrian Airlines kind of Speedbird with the shadow underneath it. And I took some elements of the Hawaiian Airlines Speedbird from the 60s, I think it was, late 50s, early 60s. They had a Speedbird logo. So it kind of looks most like that. But I kind of combined those three elements into my logo. So that's how I got the logo. So it's kind of an homage to the original BOAC Speedbird logo, which I like. I see a fighter. It's kind of an homage to the Hawaiian Airlines Speedbird because I'm based here in Hawaii. And then the shadow element, the blue layer behind it's kind of an homage to the Austrian one. So I hope you guys like it. I really like it. I think I'm very proud of that logo. Because with everything on my channel, it's all out of my brain. I don't hire people to create logos or graphics or anything. So love it or hate it, it's all out of my brain. I don't know. It was small and gray. I think it's an F-15. There we go. There it is. There we go. I saw it darting behind the guard shack over here. So I only see one now, but we'll go backwards and see if there's any more. It's a car. So I only see one right now. Thanks, Mark. Oh, there's two. Okay, there's two there. Hawaiian Pyro, yes, it did. I saw it on the ground, on my flight radar stream that I have. I saw it on the ground yesterday. Here. KAOS Radio. Where music comes out of chaos. I'll take that as a compliment because I like Jim Ladd's voice. Thanks, Mary. Hello, Ms. Wolves. Good morning. Or good evening. Ronan, are you asking when they know to go down to the runway? Is that what you're asking? So we have a couple of KC-135s down there, it looks like. So Ronan, if that's what you're asking, there's a couple of different layers of ATC that they listen to, which is air traffic control. There's clearance and delivery, there's ground, there's tower. So they start off with one, and then they'll get passed to another when they get to a certain point taxiing. So they'll start with the clearance and delivery, and then they'll go to a point where they get handed over to ground. Ground will take them so far on the taxiway, and then they'll get passed over to the tower, and the tower has pretty much control over most of the taxiways and runways. So they just keep getting instructions from those crews as they go on. And then when they get up in the air, there's a similar procedure for leaving and coming back. They'll get transferred over to departure, which is the next level, and then they'll go out another level. And I think there's even another level past that to get out of the airspace and then get out of the area and then get to where they're going. And then it all happens in reverse on the way back in. So basically, they're always talking to somebody. They should be always on someone's frequency. They're on different frequencies, so they don't overlap each other. but they're always talking to someone to make sure they're where they're supposed to be, and everyone knows where they are. So. Even pardon me, even the military that comes out here, they have the Hickam has a tower on Hickam Air Base, and they'll use that for their ground and their clearance delivery. But when they get over to the taxiway by the end of Alpha, where it meets up near the end of the approach end of 8 left, they will switch over to either ground or tower for the airport. So even the military guys are talking to the tower here at the airport, the H&L guys, once they get to a point. So both these Hawaiians are heading off, or sorry, both these planes are heading off to LA with the extra X. There's a Delta down there, and there's a Hawaiian. We do have a FedEx 757. If we pull out a little further, there it is, coming into the the crossing runway. That is 4 right. And then we should have another 757 taxiing this way as well. That's the Air Transport International. That's coming off the Hickam ramp. That contracted for military use. Thanks, Allie. Thanks, Les, then. There's the ATI on the right side of the screen. There's yet another 757 coming up behind that one, which is United heading off to SFO. And then we should have another KC-135. The UPS Queen we were talking about 20 minutes ago that was coming in is now turned on to final. It looks like it's second for arrival on the other side. We'll do our best to get that one as well. Oh, 400 already? Thanks, everybody. 400 likes on the stream. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Off into the sun. We got a quick glimpse of O'Malley Cat. Hold on. A quick glimpse of O'Malley Cat as she darts underneath the car. Alex, I would imagine once they get out to where they're going, probably. I don't know exactly how that works. I wish I knew more about that. But I would imagine, and then when they come back in, they'll get back to approach and then tower. Got a little bit of everything, Steven. Wait till we get some submarines. We actually had the USS Nimitz on the stream the other day. This guy's waiting for a tiny little, I think is this an SLA? Can't really tell from this distance. No, it's a PC-12. He's waiting on a PC-12 to come in. So we're going to flip over and see if we can catch just a second or two of the Queen that's coming in on the other runway. And once the ATI starts to roll, which it looks like it might be rolling soon, we'll come back and catch that. Well, there's that PC-12 that I was talking about. Remember, kids, don't point your camera directly at the sun. All right, another 757, then we got two of the tankers after that. Yeah, Alex, we truly get a little bit of everything here. There's not much we don't get. We even get foreign military planes here too a lot. We had a couple of French 330, French government 330s come in yesterday. We've had German, French, and English A400s come through here. Hell, we've even had German Eurofighters here once. We had awesome week of German Eurofighter action here. That was right at the tail end of RIMPAC a year and a half ago. Thanks, Alex. It's Aloha Air Cargo. I believe this is is this a 400 or a 300? I can never remember. I see 100 of them a day, and I can never remember. 400. We do have a couple of 737-200s hanging around. One went, hopefully just, one went, the one we usually see in the show actually went away, hopefully just for maintenance or something, because I'd hate for it to go away permanently. Waiting on the tankers. I got a couple of messages to catch up on, I think. Yes, I knew I had one to catch up on. Stu Owen 1969 has come in with a 10-pound super chat. Thank you very much. Enjoying the HNL feed from the dark and damp New Forest near Southampton, UK. Well, stay warm. I've seen some of my mods live in the UK, and I've seen some pictures of how cold it's been lately. Hopefully it's a little warmer than it was last week. But thank you very much. Glad you're having a good time. So the next one coming in is Kamaka Air. It's a Cessna Sky Courier, so we'll take that here while we're waiting on the tankers to go. Where's that Sky Courier? To the right of the white thing. There we go. Thank you again, Stu. Looks like they're turning on. The first one's turning onto the runway, so that's good. All right, so next up is a couple more fighters. And then we have a Southwest. Not many places you can say that. So these are F-22As from the 199th Fighter Squadron here at Hickam Air Base. The wind is starting to pick up really, and it's a cold wind. I might actually have to break out my hoodie. It's getting a little chilly. Oh, the Hawker is coming out. All right. So we have is it an MV-58? I believe it's an MV-58. Or an MK-58. MK-58 or an MV-58? I don't remember. Let's click on it and find out. MK-58. So it's a Hawker Hunter. This one is belongs to a company that they usually are housed at K-Bay, which is Kaneohe Bay Marine Air Station, which is across the other side of the island. So it is taking part as an adversary role in Sentry Aloha. We don't usually see the Hawker here. Usually, like I said, usually it's it'll go up, but it'll go up from K-Bay. They bring it here every once in a while. All right. We're gonna hold. I know a lot of you are making fun of me right now for being cold when it's like 68 degrees, but I am freezing. So I need to get my hoodie out of the truck. I'll be right back. This is the next two are just a Southwest and a Hawaiian, so you'll see them whiz through the shot here for a second, but I'll be right back. Should have brought some hand warmers. Let me light a fire, O'Malley. I'll be fine. I need a space heater. So AccuWeather's telling me it is 67 degrees Fahrenheit, feels like 64. So I don't know what that is in Celsius because I'm American. Let's see, 64 F2C. That is 17.7 degrees Celsius. And I'm freezing. I'm fairly positive a lot of your houses are colder than that right now. Alright, so the Hawker is on Juliet now, should be coming out from behind the guard shack here in just a second. So as soon as I can see it, I will flip back over. User FU8VM, whatever. I would have agreed with you wholeheartedly 20 years ago. But living in Hawaii, it changes you, and most of those changes are for the good. But definitely Hawaii changes you. You are when 90% of the year it is between 74 and 85 degrees. You kind of get used to that. All right. So the Hawker is so tiny and camouflaged it actually made it to the end, and I never even saw it. So let's flip back over here. It's tiny. There it is. Let's get a little super zoom action on that bad boy. This is a very low tail. Look at that. Sorry about the camera shake. The wind is picked up a little, and it's knocking the camera around a little bit, especially on these zoomed in shots. All right, next one that's a little more pedestrian. It's a southwest. Turn down that music. Yeah, that Southwest we just saw leaving is heading off to Vegas. We're going to have a couple of smaller planes come in here right now. The first one will be Kamaka Air. It's coming in from Kanakakai on Molokai. Molokai is the Friendly Isle. It's one of the lesser populated islands. Been there a couple times. It's weird to roll by a beach park at 11 a.m. on a Saturday and there's no one there. Oh, thank you. Sherwood Forest, huh? I think one of my mods lives near Sherwood Forest. We actually have a Sherwood Forest here on Oahu. The next ones out are a couple of 35s. I think there's 4 of them down there. Maybe more, but I see 4. He's kicking out on the beach here. Our Sherwood Forest is right against the beach. It's got it's right near Bellows. If you're looking on a map, by Waimanalo. It is Quick Climb Friday. Yeah, Alex, I think they're the loudest, the F-35s. They have that a very like a rumbly kind of shake your bones kind of feeling to them. I'm not sure if I swung back in time to catch it, but that third one out there gave us a nice wing wave. So in case you're wondering, I saw somebody ask in the chat, in case you're wondering, the F-22s and some of the 135s are from here. The Hawker is from across the island, but the visiting ones are the 115 Fighter Wing. Those are the F-35As, and some of the 128th Air Refueling. They're from Wisconsin. The 159th Fighter Wing, the F-15s that we just saw, they're from Louisiana. Some of the KC-135s are from Nebraska. The C-130Hs are from Wyoming. And the E-3 that we saw earlier this morning, that was from Oklahoma. There's also one from Alaska here. So those are all the visiting aircraft. Yeah, I'll do my best to make sure we catch the A380. I know we skipped the first one because, well, an E3 was leaving at the same time, and that second A380 is still about looks like probably still about 7 or 8 minutes out. It's still off the coast. So this next one out is a 321. It's heading off to San Diego. And we have a couple more fighters behind it. I think I see 3 down there. We'll go a little closer and look. So we got more F-35s. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Transair short still waiting. It's been waiting for a while. So I saw some super chats and the PayPal come in. I'll get to those after the 35s. I don't want to shortchange the super chat people. So I want to make sure we get enough time to properly thank you. That white truck there is one of the airport ops trucks. I'm sure he's getting a nice show there. A little jealous of his photo location. That's Shorts next, that when we saw taxi right in front of us. Before that, we'll get to a couple of things here. We're going to catch up on some stuff. Ooh, I was way behind. Thanks for being patient with me, guys. So Mary56 has just stumbled across your channel. Very cool. Thank you very much for being here, and thanks for the super chat. Brex the goat. Sometimes these names with the @ symbol, YouTube squishes them all together, so I don't know where one word ends and one word begins. So thanks for this $2 super chat. I really appreciate it. It says, please screen my fish is drowning. Please, I'm really sorry about your fish drowning. I didn't know a fish could drown, but thank you. I really appreciate the super chat. Thanks for being here. Gerhard Gartake 6872 been with us for 5 months at the 321 level. Thank you very much, Gerhard. I hope you were able to catch some of our Germany shows back in October. We did I think we did 9 shows from Germany back in October. A lot of fun. Very, very nice. I'd never been to Germany before, and I had a wonderful time. I was eager to go back. We had such a good time. And the plane spotting locations were top notch. Top notch. But thank you very much for being a channel member for 5 months. And Lee Davies is coming back to us at the 717 Inter-Island Traveler level. Thank you very much. We got a... O'Malley's going to have a big POG order here in a second. This is Hawaiian Flight 6 heading off to Vegas. It's the Island Jenny Express, and we continue to send our good thoughts to our good friend Island Jenny for a speedy recovery. Well, thanks, Lee. Then we have two brand new members, Alex Hilton 4. Thank you very much, Alex. Alex is coming to the 717 Inter-Island Traveler level. And we also have Tech Shabby. My brain is lost on the Weber. I'm sorry. I apologize. C-137. C-137. What does that ring a bell? That means something. C-137. But anyway, I digress. Thank you both, Tech and Lee. I appreciate it. Oh, wait, Tech and Alex. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining us here. You both will enjoy all the comfort of the 717 as you zip between the islands. The seats in economy don't recline, but you're never really in the air long enough to notice. And O'Malley will be by with a POG drink for Alex and Tech and one for Lee. Thank you very much. Oh. All right, so we had that short that left a minute ago. Is this... It's another short coming back. This one left Hilo. And for those new and rejoining 717 level members, our next departure will be a 717. It is heading off to Hilo. Hilo is on the big island of Hawaii. It is the farthest east major city in Hawaii. My favorite city in Hawaii. Oh boy. Sorry, I apologize. Well, the good thing is the Honos will be back tomorrow and Tuesday and Wednesday, so I apologize. I do. I need a Rudy. I've been saying that for a year. I need someone to smack me on the back of the head every once in a while and say, hey, look over there, dummy. It's okay. Today is a fighter day, not a Honu day, so it'll all work out. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of, Lord Andrew. The number C-137 stands out in my brain as something. Whoa, Holy camole. So Mason, our good friend Mason D. Chung, has sent $100 through PayPal. Thank you very much, Mason. I saw that you wrote something in the message, but for some reason the PayPal app is not showing me that unless I'm looking in the wrong place. But I will go back and read that later today. I can pull it up in my Streamlabs account. But thank you very much. That is amazing. Thank you very much. Mason continued support for the last, easily year and a half. Thank you for all your support. That's huge donation to the channel. In fact, let's see what we can do about that. I can do it. Wait, I might be able to do it here. Hold on. Let's see. And while we're pulling that up, we also had our good friend Dennis M., another supporter of the channel, send in $15 for PayPal. Thank you very much. Okay, log in with YouTube. Okay. But thank you very much. It's very generous of both of you. Let me see if I can pull up the messages here, because I think I can do it through my Streamlabs account. Any of you guys use Streamlabs? It's such a pain to log in. You got to say yes like 7 times every time you log in. I don't know how to get around that. Anybody knows how to get around that of doing the YouTube authorization every time I log in? So O'Malley, oh shoot, sorry about that. O'Malley, the square duck, has tipped $15. Says just the tip. That's the latest PayPal that came in. There we go. That was that one. Thank you very much, our good friend and moderator. And then our good friend Mason. See if that comes back up. Oh, did I just? I think I did the second one twice, the same one twice. All right, here's the one from Mason. It says, for all you do, Patrick and Mrs. Reverse Op, strength and good fortune watch over you always in this crazy year of the fire horse. Yes. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And for all your support throughout the last year and a half or so, I appreciate it. Huge support with the channel from Mason. Alright, so the next couple coming down here are on Juliet right now. There's Aloha Air Cargo heading off to Kona. Then we have a couple of Hawaiians, one heading off to Lehue and one heading off to Portland. So Portland is a 321. We have a FedEx triple that just went over our head from Memphis. We'll try to remember to get that on the other side, but no promises. Yeah, Lord Andrew, the coldest I've ever streamed from was in Wales. And that was really miserable. We did a couple years ago, or was it last year? I can't remember, it was late, it might have been late 2024, where we went to the Mock Loop in Wales. And we did a live stream. We did a live stream from there at the top of CAD. We did two of them. We did one from the top of CAD East and one from about halfway up CAD West. Caught some cool stuff. An A400 going right underneath us from CAD East, and some F-35s from CAD West. It was a good day, but it was cold. Both those days were very cold. When I left my Airbnb, the car temperature gauge said 4 degrees centigrade when I left. I keep telling myself I need to go to Wales in the summer, but it never happens. Thanks, Ian. I'll tell you what, Lord Andrew, I love Wales. I don't care the weather, I don't care how cold it is, I love Wales. I love driving through the countryside on those little tiny roads in a little tiny car. I love everything about Wales. It's just everywhere you look is a postcard. Well, they stay out of Swansea and Cardiff. But everything else besides Swansea and Cardiff it looks like a postcard everywhere you look. We did Scotland the same year we did Scott. I think it was early. When was that? I'm losing track of time here. The years are going by so fast. We did Scotland a couple of years ago. And I'll tell you, we had the most beautiful weather the week we were in Scotland. There was no clouds, temperatures in the high 70s. It was perfect. The whole time we were there, it was like the screen you're looking at right now with no clouds in it. That was our Scottish weather. I recreated the picture from Skyfall where Bond is standing there with M or Q or whatever her name is with the Aston Martin, and they're on that road in the valley. So me and Mrs. Reverse Ops recreated that picture. We had instead of a gray Aston Martin, we had a gray Ford Puma. I think it was a Ford Puma. But we recreated that shot and got it pretty close. The only difference was the sky in ours was completely blue, and the sky in the Skyfall one was gray and miserable. I don't think it was the middle of the summer. I think it was, I want to say it was May, but I'd have to check with Mrs. Reverse Ops. All right, so we have some more F-22s going out. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 F-22s down there. So it looks like we're going to miss the FedEx triple. Oh, well. Hello, Joseph. In fact, I love whales so much. I have a little Welsh red dragon sitting on my desk at work to remind me of how much I love whales. I really only have one problem with whales. The one thing that annoys me every time I go there is all the street signs, all the, you know, that you are in Welsh and English. And sometimes the English is on the top of the sign and sometimes the English is on the bottom of the sign. And as you're cruising down the road at 60 miles an hour or so, and you're a little bit dyslexic, sometimes you miss a sign because you're trying to read the wrong thing. It's not always English on top or always Welsh on top. They mix it up a little bit. So when you're flying by at 60 miles an hour and you're kind of dyslexic, sometimes you miss a sign because you're trying to read the Welsh thinking it's English. Thrilla de Chilla, I say that every day. I am so blessed to live here. It was never even on my radar, believe it or not. When I was growing up, I had no interest in coming to Hawaii. I didn't like the beach. I never in a million years thought I would end up here. Oh, that's awesome, Joseph. My dad worked at DFW for American for a bunch of years. He was a ramp agent for American he retired, well, he technically retired. He passed away while he worked there, but so they gave him retiree benefits, but he worked there for around 20 years, I guess. So that's a baby trijet. So that's a Falcon 50 down there. Oh, Ian's got it in the chat. Falcon 50. I lost count of how many fighters this morning, but it's somewhere, I would bet, around 20. So we're, I believe I counted 20 yesterday. So we're probably, it's about where they ended up yesterday. So hopefully we'll get a couple more. Although we got some C-17s and Hercules after. So we have two tankers, Trident Ken, today. We have two tankers out here. This one here, to focus on it, there it is. We have that one there. And then there's another one off to the left. That cruise ship is still out there. Somewhere over there. Oh, I'm too far. There's the other one. There's that one. There's that. Oh. I had that first one there. Okay. And then that cruise ship is still out there. There's two of them. Along with some local plane spotters over there. Now, I'm not 100% sure of what those tankers are doing out there. But one of them, I believe, is bringing the normal load of aviation fuel. And I believe the other one's a temporary holding for the gas that used to be in Red Hill, if you're familiar with that. But I'm not, it's a coincidence that one of them started showing up right after they closed Red Hill when they were draining it. So, and it's been there pretty much ever since. All right, so next one out's that Falcon 50, and then we're going to have Southwest. But our good friend Joseph Killfeather coming with a $4 super chat. Thank you very much. Or I guess that's a super sticker. But I will definitely be getting some caffeine after this is over. Thank you very much. Thanks again, Joseph. I appreciate it. This is the Korean Air Dreamliner 10 coming in from Seoul. So thanks everyone for hanging out today. Having a lot of fun. Saw a lot of fighters. Man, that E3 at the beginning of the show is definitely going to be the highlight of today. If you missed that, I believe it's about 20 minutes into the show, maybe 25 minutes into the show. Maybe someone can throw a timestamp in the chat. That was always a thrill to see that. But that's just a PC-12. So I don't know if we're going to stream tomorrow. I don't think the fighters are going to fly tomorrow. I was looking back at my notes from last Aloha Sentry, and I don't remember. I didn't note them flying on a Saturday, so I don't think they're going to fly. Monday is a federal holiday, so I would not expect them to fly on Monday as well. So that means we'll be back here Tuesday morning to do this all again. So most likely Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we'll play Friday by ear. The exercise ends on the 28th, so that's the next week. So we still got about a week and a half left of this. So we're gonna keep doing it as long as my boss is happy with me. We're gonna keep doing this. My boss on my day job. I don't have a boss on this job. Well, technically, I guess Mrs. Reverse Ops is my boss. She's my thing. But if you're having a good time, I know a lot of you hit that like button already. Please hit the like button. We have channel memberships available. A couple of you have taken advantage of that already today. We do some very interesting members-only streams that are a little less aviation related, but still a whole lot of fun to get into those members-only streams. We're going to be taking a couple of trips this year, and we're going to do some members-only streams on those trips. So be sure to, it's just $2 a month. I know it's a lot of money to people. I'm not, but it does really help the channel out. If you can afford it, do it. If not, just hang out. If you can't afford the memberships, don't worry. Just hang out, watch the shows, hit the like button. We also have a merch shop available if you're interested in wearing some Reverse Ops gear. That's reverseopshop.com. But if all that stuff I said is too much and you didn't have a pencil ready, I created this link for you, all you guys. 717 going behind me right there. You can hit that QR code if you're watching on a television, or if you're on a computer, just go to reverseops.com/find me. It'll take you to all the things I just mentioned and more. We have a companion channel as well, HNL Ops, which you can see the 360 camera that's right over my head that's doing a 360 view of where we're at. I'll drop a link for that in the chat somewhere. 360 cam. If you've been watching the 360 cam, let me know how it is today. I did some tweaking on it, so hopefully the picture and the internet stream's a little better today. If you are over there, make sure you are in. If you switch the resolution to 1440s, it will look a lot better. So we got a couple planes out now. We're going to take those. We'll probably run about another half an hour, see what else comes out. Yesterday in the last half hour, we had some C-130s come out, and so that was a really, if you missed that yesterday, go back and watch that on my Instagram. I posted a short video of the back-to-back C-130s taking off. That was pretty cool. So we'll get back to the planes now. How's it going?
Hey, it's good.
Is it tougher getting up with all these fighters?
Yeah, if your timing is off, it's
Yeah.
a significant delay. Yeah, it's been fun watching them launch, though. Jeez.
Well, if you go now, I think they're all up in the air. So
Oh, okay.
I think.
That actually works out nice.
Yeah.
They'll be on the ground, but are they just doing one big launch a day, or are there two big launches?
They've been doing 2, so about 1 in the afternoon or so they go up again.
All right. I hope they
Yeah.
squeeze in between the two.
Yeah.
Should be good footage, though.
Yeah. All right. Take care. Be safe.
Were you filming yesterday about 4 p.m.?
No, I wasn't. Yeah. Yeah. Usually I just do the mornings. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Ian.
I was hoping to find out what tower frequency was talking about at 4 p.m. yesterday. I'm sure I can go online and find some archive of.
If you go to liveatc.net, I think
Okay.
you can download from yesterday, and they have I think they have all the H&L frequencies.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Uh-huh. So our good friend, I believe it's Wielinda, because it's planes with Scottish Linda, so I'm assuming that's Wielinda. Came in with 10 pounds. That's huge. Thank you very much. Says loving the planes this week. Thanks, Patrick. Well, thank you very much. I guess now we know what the conversion rate is, because the PayPal, the graphic showing the conversion rate. Thank you very much. All right, let's show you something a little more interesting than the windsock. While we wait for the next couple of planes to come out. We can show you the Japan Air right here. It is. Oh wait. Planes with Scottish. We have a planes with Scottish Linda and a. Is that? Now I'm confused. Are there 2 Scottish Lindas? I want to make sure I'm thinking the right one. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So Jonas 83 Inc. There are about right around 20 up in the air right now. A mixture of F-22s, F-35s, F-15s, and a single Mk-58 Hawker. There's also a E-3 up there buzzing around somewhere. And a bunch of tankers. So, oh, awesome, Stu. Thank you very much. We've hit 900 likes. That might be a record here. I don't think I've ever got over 1,000 likes on a stream. Next one going out is the 717, but before that goes out, there's going to be a FedEx feeder Sky Courier coming in, which is making the turn right in front of me. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, hold on. T-Mobile's being a little fussy. Hold on. I think the internet's stabling out now. Sometimes we get these dips for just a minute or two. It's kind of because we're kind of out on a peninsula, sort of. What used to be a peninsula before the reef runway was built. So there's not a lot out here. So the cell phone companies don't aim the towers this way. So sometimes the internet's a little fussy. Did I see a Wellington Flights live in the chat? Hello. Hope you're doing well. If you guys haven't checked out our good friend Kevin over there at Wellington Flights Live, he's the WLG live in the chat. Well worth checking out his stream. He does streams from New Zealand. Gets a lot of I think they look cool, the smaller New Zealand planes that we don't get, Air New Zealand planes that we don't get here. In fact, I just saw, what was the one the other day that surprised me, that there was a All Blacks, what was that, a 321? I think. My mind is going, as Hal would say. Oh, we have an EHAM in the house. Hello. Yeah, EHAM, we had a E3 this morning. I don't have a timestamp for you. I'll have to look that up, but my little plane spotter pants were going crazy. It was so... Interesting. Upload. Oh, it's because it's uploading. All right, hold on 1 second, guys. Oh, the internet's going cruddy again. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure nothing's in the way downstairs. I'll be right back. All right, so everything looks normal on my end. It might just be the network. Dooby dooby doo. Dooby dooby doo. Oops, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I wanted to show you guys where's my mic? Okay, make sure my mic's on. I wanted to show you guys. I was talking about the Welsh signs earlier, the signs in Wales, how they're in English and in Welsh on every sign, and that includes signs that are painted on the ground. So they have the the bus stop signs and whatever. As you're coming up to a stop sign an area where you're supposed to go slower, they have painted on the ground, they have in Welsh and in English, they have the word slow, and slow in Welsh is araf, A-R-A-F. And so it was snowing up by the Mach Loop the other day, and someone saw this. So I thought that was funny. Hopefully some of you find it funny. I don't know who took the picture, or I would credit them, but it made me laugh. So if you don't know, that should say ARAF, A-R-A-F, and then slow, but the snow is covering it up to make it seem like it says RAF, low, which would be very appropriate for the Mach Loop. So hopefully you guys find that funny. I found it funny. Oh, I didn't even show you it, did I? There it is. Clicked the wrong button. I'm glad some of you found that funny. I found it funny. Joseph, I have been. I know Josh has been. Josh Aldrich, one of our mods, has been. I've been three times, I think. Yeah, 3 times. Hello, Tracy. So our good friend Wellington Flights Live is celebrating an anniversary with us. It's 20 months at the 717 level. Thank you very much, Kevin. Oh, that would be awesome. Yes, I will be at Spot LAX. In fact, the whole code share crew is supposed to be there. Luke and from Random Spotter and Walt from Runway DFW, the code share crew will all be there. In fact, a little bit of a teaser, the code share crew might make another appearance together, so keep an eye out for that. But yes, we will be there, hoping you can make it. A little further of a journey for you than it is for me, so I hope you're able to make it. Then we have good friend Ian. Ian Lane is gifted 1 reverse ops membership. I think my computer is getting a little sleepy because it's not as responsive putting up the messages. But thank you, Ian. I think Ian's in as many shows as I am. He seems to always be here. Thank you, Ian. Let's see if we can figure out who got that gifted membership. Oh, unfortunately, my thing doesn't scroll back that far, but you know who you are, so please join me in thanking Ian. Kelvin, I have seen that movie. It's been a long time, but I have seen that movie. Ooh, Josh is going to do a little more IRL modding, it looks like. Oops. Okay, we've got just a couple minutes, so I know we got some C-130s that might be coming out, but we have about, really only have about 10 more minutes, so hopefully those will get out here quick. Because I have oh, thanks, Ray. I have a real job that I need to get to after this. But we'll be back next week. The Sentry Aloha goes on for another about a week and a half. It'll go through next week. But remember, Monday is a federal holiday. And then it goes through Wednesday of the next week. So we had a lot. Ooh, how close are we to 1,000? I don't think I've ever had 1,000 likes. It's like a big boy streamer. This is Aloha Air Cargo. This is coming in from Hilo. All right. Getting close. Thanks, Ann, for being here. I appreciate it. So like I said, we're going to be doing a lot of shows over the next week and a half or so. But when we get back to our normal schedule is Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So that's in the morning on Tuesday and Thursday. And then Saturday, we sometimes get here in the morning to watch the A380s arrive. Sometimes we get here about 11 to watch them depart. So it just depends. But I do put up a schedule. I didn't put up one this week, but I usually, on my normal weeks, I put up a schedule that is on my on my Instagram, and I posted to Discord as well. Thank you very much for the PayPal. It says keep up the good work. I guess switched away from that page. Let's go back. I switched away from that page. I'm sorry. Let's go back to here. James D has sent a PayPal donation of £1. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I missed the message on the screen. I apologize, and I closed the window where I can show it again. But I do appreciate it. Okay. Ooh, 20 to go. Oh my. There's got to be 20 of you that haven't hit the like button yet. Hello, 555 Triple Nick. Thank you for joining us at the 717 Inter Island Traveler level. On the 717, you'll enjoy all the comfort as you zip between the islands. The seats in economy don't recline, but you're never really in the air long enough to notice. Someone will be by with your POG drink soon. It'll probably be Brandon will be by with your POG drink soon. Thank you. Ooh, we have another 717 level member. But thank you, Triple Nick. We got Andrew Kolstad has also joined us at the 717. He too will... Oh, heard sirens. He too will enjoy the comfort of the 717 between the beautiful Hawaiian Islands. As I said, the seats in economy on the 320. The benefit of the 717 is that they are 3-2. So if you have just two of you, you still get an aisle and a window. So that's the beauty thing. But the seats don't recline, so it's a yin and yang thing. But Brandon will be by with your POG drink soon. Thank you very much, Andrew. Donna and the Cracker Cat? Donna and the Cracker. Sometimes when they squish the words all together, my dyslexia goes crazy. Donna and the Cracker Cat, thank you very much for the £2 super chat. If you love the F-22 Raptor, this is a good place to be because the Raptors are based here. So the F-35s and the F-15s that you see today, they're visiting aircraft. But the F-22s are based here, so we get a lot of them in our shows. We get them usually once or twice a week. We'll see them, and then once a month they have a guard Saturday, so they'll fly on Saturday as well. So we see them a lot here. But thank you very much for the £2 super chat. I really appreciate it. This is an aforementioned 717. Somewhere over there I saw something. There it is. This is a Japan Air Dreamliner. This is coming in from Osaka. Trying to look at two things at once. Not working out. Next one out on the reef runway is a Southwest. It is off to Lehue from the island of Kauai. Ooh, 7 more likes. Oh, we've hit it. 1,000. All right. Woohoo. Thanks, everybody. I see you, Fritz. We'll see you next time. Our good friend Marcy celebrating 20 months at the 717 level. Marcy's having a good time. She's seen a lot of her favorite planes today. So thank you very much, Marcy. And thanks to everyone for getting us to 1,000 likes. That's awesome. All right. I think we're gonna have to call it a day here. OBS is disconnecting and reconnecting. Why are you disconnecting and reconnecting? Oh, okay. It's reconnected successfully. Okay, that's good. I think the modem might be getting a little hot. All right, so I think we're gonna have to call it. Usually we do one more Hanaho plane is what we call them here, but I don't see anything coming up, and it's 10 till, and I gotta get going. I have a real job, or a day job to get to. It's a fun job. I like my job, so that's good. It's not as fun as hanging out here with you guys, but it's still not a bad job. It's not like I'm a coal miner or anything. It's not bad. Wow, 300? Wow, Brandon. But thanks again to everybody. We're going to go click on that. Click on this. All right, thanks a lot, everybody. We got to get running here. I got to go up the road, get to work. But like I said, we'll be back here for more fighter action at least Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. We'll feel out Friday when we get there. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we'll be back. Hopefully we'll get more of this fighter action. Why is that guy getting up in his car? Okay. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for getting us to 1,000 likes. Thanks for all the support in the chat. You guys are amazing. Every day I walk out of here blown away by how amazing this community is and these people and these mods. So, why is... Uh-oh. Everything's gone kaflooey. That's why. All right. Everything's gone kaflooey. My phone is dead. I think one of the batteries died. Well, thanks to the world's most dangerous mod crew. Thanks to Mrs. Reverse Ops. We'll see you out here again on Tuesday. I don't think there'll be a Saturday show because I don't think the jets are going to fly on Saturday. But I got to get some normal life stuff done. So we'll be back here on Tuesday. Thanks again, everyone. And if you hang out, you'll be redirected to my other channel, HNL Ops, and that'll take you over to the 360 camera, which is just above my head. And hopefully that thing stays on long enough that you can watch me break down all my stuff. So we'll see you all very soon. Aloha, everyone.